Hi, I am Kedger on Two Wheels, and do you like to be anally raped? Let's rewind! Ainda bem. And so that's twice in a row that I almost get rammed from behind. That's why motorcycles always ride between cars. And that's why American laws are stupid. It's way safer to be between the cars. You got that one example, and you've got example number 2, which was something I said only on the Portuguese vlog, so here it goes for you too, with a bit of a delay. So, I got not killed due to having mirrors on. I'll explain. I'll show the footage. Okay, now you've seen that, and you've seen the previous one, and yeah, the first occasion, the daylight one, was more obvious. On the daylight one, I saw the yellow lights. I tripped the speed trap headlight, speed trap. Hang on, really hard to focus like this. I hit the speed trap stoplight, yeah, so it dropped to red, but when I saw it drop to yellow, I looked back and saw a van right behind me, which had no apparent motive to slow down. So I just slightly touched the rear brake and the van didn't slow down. In the meantime, the lights changed to red, so I really had to stop. So I began braking gently to see if the guy behind me had seen me brake. He did not. So I started stopping, not braking, really stopping. Thing is, I tried to stop as slowly as I could to give him as much space as possible. And he wouldn't brake at all. Eventually, I had to come to a full stop. And as I was coming into a full stop, I could see him on the mirror getting closer and closer and closer, and then suddenly I see him actually apply brakes, the van take a nosedive, and screech he goes at the end of his braking zone. And as soon as I saw him not braking, I dodged slightly to the right, gave him some room on the left side, and I stopped a bit after the light. As I said, I tried to give him as much space as possible, so I stopped as very late as I could. And he overtook me actually, so if I had stopped in the middle of the road, I would have been a pancake. On this case, I was seeing the guy behind me, and we were both going at a decent clip, and I see everyone in front slowing down, so I start slowing down also. Again, the guy behind me isn't actually slowing down, so I'm trying to slow down as little as possible to maintain a safe distance to him behind me. And then eventually I really have to stop, but I kept it in gear, and I also kept it still moving, because I just knew what was going to happen. And at this point I was looking forwards, checking my distance to the car in front to see if he was actually going to stop or just slow down a lot. And I was no longer paying attention to the guy behind. And as soon as I stabilize my closure rate to the guy in front, I take a slight peek to the rear view mirror, and I see him getting really close and apparently still not braking. And then suddenly that screech you heard, and as soon as I hear the screech, I'm pretty positive you can see me start dodging before the screech, slightly. But when I really heard the screech, I just went, whoa, okay. I'm like this here, I hear the screech and go, whoops, let's get the fuck out of the way. And then I was hoping for him to go past me and into the car in front. But he didn't, so I was a bit disappointed. So yeah, these things, these mirrors that some guys like to remove, they're actually pretty important. Just saved my ass twice in 2 days. So yeah, that's it. pager out.